is the Hardline. My God, we are doing this after a Leeds United win. What on earth is going on? This is crazy times. A Leeds United away win in the Premier League. I saw some ridiculous stat that Leeds is basically points accumulated in the last basically the last times we've been in the Premier League. I think like the majority of them have been accumulated at Molineux. The amount of wins we picked up have been at Molineux. Gabe, how you doing, mate, off the back of that fantastic win yesterday?
Yeah, I feel great. It's one thing to win a match of football. It's another thing to win it like 3-1. That feels great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And there were some really good goals scored. So it wasn't like, blunderbuss off someone's ass into the net. It was a great match to watch. I left feeling pretty good. So now I can go to my Bay FC home match tonight and hope I get 2 wins in a row, because lately it's just been 2 losses on 2 losses on 2 losses every weekend. So fingers crossed. Feeling great, man. How do you feel about it? How do you feel?
Yeah, funny enough, really. I think I was on such a high yesterday that weirdly enough, sometimes I turn around and I get myself to a point where I'm feeling a little bit more positive. I've kind of got myself to a stage right now where I've made myself just feet on the ground a little bit. Maybe it's after Sunderland picking up a point against Aston Villa with 10 men. Maybe it's obviously Burnley getting that result yesterday as well. I'm
Connor, you have to let yourself enjoy a win.
Yeah,
like this. You have to let yourself do it.
Do you know what? And
although why you would choose to celebrate by wearing an Oasis shirt?
Shocking! It's absolutely shocking. You've picked up on that. Wow.
Because it's staring at me in the face, and I'm like, why do I feel so disrupted right now? And then I looked, I'm like, oh, that's why.
No, I've not worn it, and it was nice. I just got home from football. It was a very aggravated Sunday afternoon playing football. So we're back here. Brendan says, Connor, a proper Irishman. I'll be there in 5 minutes, which actually means about a week on Wednesday. Which will come first? Connor been on time or a Sheffield United win this year? I was slating Okafor until he scored. Rice says, if you'd have told me after 5 games we'd be above Newcastle and level with Man City. I love it when fans do this. It does make me laugh.
I do too, because it may be clinging at straws, but I don't care. It is technically true right now.
It is indeed. So, it is. And we'd be level with Man City on points. I'd have taken that all day long. Andrew Portwood, one of the Patreons, says, felt we were going to score 25 open play goals all year until yesterday's win. Much more positive about what we can do now. Ellie says, Eli, I think, says, get a result against Bournemouth next week. Indeed. Right. Where should we start, sir?
Yeah, I would like to give some plaudits to a man that I don't give many plaudits to. As you know, I am a Daniel Farke critic. That being said, the way we played yesterday, mainly the way we built out of the back or sometimes bypassed the press and didn't insist on playing, breaking individual lines, right? Or just keeping the ball on the ground. I thought a lot of the time we played quasi long ball, and I think it worked. I think
quasi long ball. Wow.
Yeah, because it wasn't like in hockey we call it chip and chase.
Right.
It wasn't quite like just hoof it up there and hope for the best. I mean, there were clearly patterns of play based on winning second ball and utilizing the size that we have. And Calvert-Lewin, he's a funny guy because he's not big, but he seems to, I don't know this, and I could be completely wrong, but he seems to have a pretty high vertical leap.
Oh my God. I think it's outrageous. I think his leap is outrageous.
I don't know much about it. I cannot claim, I won't pretend to be like an expert on Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but just seeing he can make something contentious for a center half when he should be out of the play, and so I think we played to that quite a bit. I thought that the midfield, while not always looking glamorous while doing it, continue to be incredibly competitive every match, except for the Arsenal match is obviously an aberration. But I was very pleased with that play. I thought we looked dynamic. I'm going to caveat this with the fact that Wolves have not yet won in 5 matches. They're at the absolute bottom of the Premier League. They do have good players, so I don't really know what's going on there, but they certainly have don't look very good. But I'm going to give Farke some credit. He seems to have picked up some pragmatism around what can and can't be done on a match-to-match basis. I don't know for sure, but it seems like there were instructions, especially to Darlow, that, if it's not on, you don't have to play the ball short. You can play the ball long. So I don't know. I was pleased. I thought he was. I thought the lineup choices were right, especially given the injuries we have. And yeah, I was pleased with Farke. So I want to give him credit first. Why are you laughing?
Because Chris Kingy is literally the most anti-Farke person on planet Earth. And I just read this first bit. He said, even I must admit, Farke got it spot on yesterday. His decision was perfect. Ellipsis. Wait, I can't do it. The guy played Aaronson and brought on Harrison, completely killing our game. He's still crap. He's just Kingy every
Just can't
day.
do it, Kingy, can you?
Every day he is. I actually thought, I read the first bit of that and I thought, what on earth?
We could be second in the Premier League. Kingy was like,
yeah, 100%.
Farke out.
I'll leave this to you as well. Matt Leeds says, I don't know if this is pointed at me as well. Matt probably is. 2 good performances from Aaronson in a row. Will people stop crying when he starts now and give him some credit?
Well, the whole Twitter sphere cries when he starts. Listen, and I say this as somebody who doesn't really rate Brendan Aaronson because of the flaws in his game. I think that our fan base overly scrutinizes every touch he has on the ball now. So he'll maybe play a suboptimal pass. People will be like, see, that's why people do that all over the pitch all the time. There is something that I think is pretty obvious here, though, that when you look at the statistics at the end of the match, and I did think Aaronson played pretty well. But as a winger, you have to be able to run at, your defender and dribble past him once in a while. 0 dribbles for Aaronson, and then you go to the other side of the pitch for Okafor, and 14 dribbles, 6 successful, right? So it shows that there's some real differences in quality on attacking wise. But that being said, especially with, and I know this didn't, this happened later in the match, but especially with Jayden Bogle going down, you need to have a winger that, if you're trying to bet in a new right back, who's going to be doing that defensive work coming back. And Aaronson certainly does that. So, I'm going to give him credit where credit's due. I don't think he's had 2 good games in a row. I thought he's had 2 pretty decent games, right? And, I'll give him credit for that. But none of those performances say to me that 100% healthy, or, if we have an opportunity to get Harry Wilson in January, that we shouldn't do it, So, yeah, I'm not upset with his performances, and I'm not going to dig him out on Twitter. I thought he's been fine. He's put a lot of off-the-ball work in. But, he's a limited player playing close to his ceiling right now. And I think that's good enough in the short term.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I would push back on him having 2 good games in a row. I think if that is the case, then our standards are very, very low. I think off the ball,
good games for him, though.
Yeah, that's the context, I guess. Yeah. You're right. That's the context. It's 2 good games. I said yesterday on the Instant Match Reaction, I said, if I watch a game and there's 10 opportunities for Brendan Aaronson to pick the right pass in an attacking sense, and he picks 5 of them, that's Brendan Aaronson having a good game. That is him having a good game. I would see if Brendan Aaronson picks 3 out of 10 passes accurately and correct in the final third, that is kind of normal Brendan Aaronson. So yeah, 5 is a good day for Brendan. So
you do have to call out, though, that if you're going to make 25 passes as a winger and complete 23 of them, that is good. Like, that's a high ball loss position.
Depends where it is on the pitch. I need to see where he's doing it on the pitch and how effective it is on the pitch.
Predominantly in the mid half of the pitch. The uncontested area versus the final third or your own third. He's primarily, that's the majority of where his passes are. So he's clearly not running past people, because he's not taking anybody on. But he's not just negative safety valving every time either.
No, I think he tries.
To good pass.
I think
you have to retain the ball to do anything. That's something that Farke is going to like, and surely it's an instruction too, right? Like, don't
there's a basic. I don't know. It's almost like there's a basic flaw in his football development when he was younger as well. He does not get his head up enough, and I think if Brendan Aaronson got his head up enough and actually looked at the pitch ahead of him, he'd be in so many more advantageous positions. I think he'd pick the right.
I actually disagree with this, Connor. I think he gets his head up. I think he waits. Here's what I see him doing a lot. he watches the runner go. He watches the runner go. He watches the runner go. I think he's looking for this is the perfect pass to play. And he holds. So he lets good go by. He lets very good go by. And it's like it's a law of diminishing returns. The longer he has it, he doesn't put his head down. You can see him looking around and switching his point over and over and over. He'll like roll his foot over it, try to find another vector. He's looking for a pass that A, I don't think he can make, and B, you're wasting all the opportunities you have on. It's something I see in American youth development quite a bit, to be honest. That you'll look down, it's like you'll check down, and then the play is gone. And it kind of drives me crazy. I don't think he doesn't see it. I think he doesn't play it. That's what I think. Which is even worse.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a bigger problem.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not a matter of putting his head down. I think, call a spade a spade. He keeps his head up actually really well. And he surveys, he sees it. He just doesn't play the damn thing. And that's even more frustrating.
Yeah. Okay, so I think it's important as well for us to talk on. I mean,
we're already negative.
Yeah.
We're already angry.
No, but I think a lot of people in the sphere today are very much like Wolves were the worst team. Wolves were the reason that Leeds got 3 points, and I think that's
unfair.
I think that's worthy of a conversation point. I'm seeing that a lot. Well, I'm seeing that everywhere, to be honest with you. I'm seeing it. It's definitely a bit of a majority split, I feel. I mean, I had to address it a couple of times on the instant match reaction yesterday. I was seeing some of the comments flooding that Wolves are just crap. Wolves are this, Wolves are that.
I think that's unfair. I mean, yeah, they're not good, but Wolves being crap didn't. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's goal was like a goal out of nothing, essentially. He jumps at it like a dolphin and somehow manages to put it in a spot where the keeper can't get it. So it's a great goal. And then the free kick from Anton Struijk, that's not because Wolves are crap. Like, there's nothing you can do about that free kick, and what a belter that was. I haven't seen. When was the last time we've scored a goal like that at Leeds United?
I think the bigger focus, yeah, you're right. I think the bigger focus is on the first goal. I can't remember Leeds scoring a goal like that. That Bogle lofting the ball into the box with no real flight on it or pace. Well, obviously, it had a bit of flight on it. It was very a high ball which looped in the air, but it had nothing on it really. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin really had to make something of it.
It was a hopeful jump at the ball. He's just trying to keep it in play, to be honest. And then he's like, you know what? There's no one around. I may as well try to direct this towards goal. And he just. I thought it was a goal out of nothing.
I thought I was really impressed with him, especially that first half. I was very impressed with him. I thought he brought Leeds into the game. I thought aerially he was dominant. Something that we were talking about with Strand Larsen going into the game about if he was to start. That's what I was worried about. I thought Dominic Calvert-Lewin bullied their back line in that first half, and I thought it was excellent to see. I thought Darlow was a big facilitator in it as well with his brilliant kick in. We probably should touch on him as well because as of right now, he's looking pretty undroppable. If we're looking at Pascal Struijk as well, and Beal on the bench, and Pascal, a lot of it been based on this meritocracy of Pascal playing well, keeping Beal out. I think Carl Darlow in the last couple of performances has been absolutely exceptional, and it's not just come to his save percentage or whatever it may be. It's the handling, it's the calmness, the assurance. His kicking is so good, and I think it's not what
you're going to hate me for doing this. I'm sorry. Why do we say kicking as a goalie? Everyone kicks the ball. Why don't we just say passing?
No. Because then you look at him and Perry. Perry doesn't
no.
kick accurately.
No. I'm saying for the goalkeeper position. For the goalkeeper position, why do people say kicking and not passing? Why?
You're on about language again, you weird.
Yeah, because it's weird. Everybody on the pitch kicks the ball.
Oh my god.
A forward kicks the ball. A midfield kicks. We don't say, hey, Anton Struijk's really good at kicking.
Right. Okay.
We say he's good at passing. Why don't we say that?
Passing feels short. That's why. Kicking feels long.
So a long pass.
Yeah, or just kicking.
So when David Beckham played like a long diagonal ball right on someone's head, we said, "Oh, good kick by David Beckham."
No, we wouldn't actually, which is quite interesting. It would be a great pass.
That's why it's driving me crazy. Like,
it would be. I think
I've been holding on to it for 45 seconds, and I'm like, "Oh, don't say it. It's going to derail the whole conversation." But I don't understand why we say it for. This keeper's kicking. You can only kick.
Shut up a second about that. But what did you make of Darlow?
Yeah, exceptional. 83% save percentage. His distribution was very good. 51% pass accuracy, which is very good for a goalkeeper. Very good for a goalkeeper. I also thought he was calm when he did have to play it short under pressure. The matches have been different. Listen, we cannot pretend that Chef Wednesday on Wednesday didn't happen. It did. I mean, that was a howler, right? So we have to look at the whole season so far. But he was a bit like this last season when he came in. Like he was a little bit shaky earlier in the season at times when he was filling in during cup matches for Meslier. And then he came in and was very assured. It's not a knock on Perry whatsoever because I've seen Perry make great saves. But some of the saves that Darlow made yesterday, he made 5 saves on 6 shots on target. And I have to say, some of them were fantastic saves. Difficult, going across goal, backpedaling, and decisively. Like he didn't just save it and the ball falls into his own area. Like I thought he was very good. Not perfect handling the ball, it must be said. But if we're comparing to performances of the past, it's why I was happy coming in with Carl Darlow as number 2, because what he showed us last season, if Perry didn't work out, I'm not saying he's not, but if he didn't work out, we know we have a very good goalkeeper as our number 2. That was an excellent performance.
If he was available next week, if Perry was available, because there's conversations about him being back for Bournemouth, do you put him in, or do you take Darlow out? What do you do?
I don't really know. I guess it depends on how they look in training and how comfortable the back line feels with them. I think that's for me what it would come down to, because again, it's a small data sample for Darlow, and the whole sample isn't great because when you have to look at Chef Wednesday. You can't not look at it.
Struggle with that though, because it was the whole team. But yeah, I know what you mean. It was an individual error, but
the whole team didn't make him commit the howler. Yeah, so
yeah, but the whole team's up against a bunch of 16-year-olds. But you are right, it's individual error. But
yeah, but we can't just discount it because we just think, oh, it was a weird one. You know what I mean? Like, because we're thinking about Perry with the Arsenal match as well, where maybe he should have done better one of the goals or 2 of them. So I don't know. I think it's a little bit too early to say, but it's definitely a developing story and a developing conversation.
Yeah. An interesting one as well. Probably a good one to touch on as well. I know we've got a few bits that we want to discuss on this video, as well as set pieces and the brilliant goals that we scored as well. And I guess this is going to involve in it as well. Noah Okafor.
Yeah.
Interesting sort of not an interesting player, but in a sense he is. Are you there yet with him? I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not okay. And let me tell you what I mean. He looks better and has more about him than any of our other wingers. He does
right now.
He looks when he gets the ball and he's running at players. I mean, again, 14 dribbles, and he's putting defenders on.
How many were completed?
8. I think. Let me double check. No, 6.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, look at the other side. And to be honest, look at Nanto weeks before. It was like 4 max in the game, one completed. He just has something about him that our other wingers don't. Look, it's going to be a little bit sloppier, right? It's not going to be perfect all the time. I do have questions about it.
That's the perfect word. I think that's the perfect word for it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's clear that he's a danger man. And I have to say, with Goodmanson on that side with him, it gives defenses a lot to think about.
Oh, Goodmanson was brilliant. He was so good.
I have to be honest. I mean, it's this weird thing where you're like, oh, who's been most impressive? And it's sort of arbitrary. But
yeah,
I have been incredibly impressed with him since he's joined.
Yep.
He defends well. He knows when to just no nonsense to, clear the ball or play out when he needs to, when he's under pressure. But he also, I mean, really good with the ball at his feet. Strong, hard to push off the ball. Shifty, has a good turn of pace.
I love the action. I love the action that he took as well, Gabe. It was very much in that first half. I thought it was at points, especially in the first 15, it was quite pedestrian. And then Goodmanson gets the ball and thinks, I'm just going to drive through that. And you've obviously got to have ball carrying ability to be able to do that. But that 1-2 with Stack, and I don't know where DCL was, so there's got to be someone putting the ball in the back of the net in that 6-yard box. But he did that a couple of times in the first half. Then he did it again when we were 3-1 up. And yeah, I just think he takes the game by the scruff of the neck sometimes. I love that. And as a left back, it's a really good trait.
You wonder how Okafor would look and how he'd be betting in without Goodmanson playing this well. So, I mean, I like the look of Okafor. The reality is, if we have Willy Nanto in on that side, I think Okafor is playing better. He already has more return in the matches he's played. And he actually gives you some contention in the air as well. And and he just, I don't know. I think he has a killer instinct. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get fully acclimated to both the Premier League and to this team. Farke has mentioned that it takes players a while to get acclimated to playing his style. Other players have said this as well. Ampadu said that. Others have said that. It takes Farke demands a lot out of the players and asks them to do a lot tactically. And so, it's going to take a little bit. My biggest concern is, can he stay fit? But for me, he offers so much more at this level than a Dan James, a Brendan Aaronson, or Willie Gnonto. So, yeah, I'm pleased with him. It's not been perfect, but we have a goal from a winger. It's great. So I'm pleased with it.
Let's touch on, we'll touch on Stack's goal in a second. I think we need to do a segment to that. Piedar McKenna says, a great stream as usual. Keep it up, lads. Thanks, Piedar. Really appreciate it, mate. Goodmanson says, Goodmanson strong at left back means no minutes for safe Sam. That's a good sign, with no disrespect in Sam, of course. Good save there. Devon with quite a sort of assertive comment here. Okafor is a direct winger. He won't win every duel, and that's the risk reward of the type of player he is. I agree with that. He's a game changer. I'm not sure about that. But unless you'd rather someone else, get used to it, mate. So there you go. Okay, fair enough.
Well, why are you not sure that he's a game changer? You don't think that he changes the game with his turn of pace, his trickery, his play in tight spaces? I can think of at least 4 or 5 sequences from last match that if you would put our wingers from last season in, we lose that ball.
No way. No, that's nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. That is nonsense. Even Solomon, I'd say. Even Solomon, to be fair,
Solomon has about half the turn of pace that Okafor does.
I think Solomon's stronger than Okafor is. So I think Solomon competes a little bit more. I think Okafor's 6 foot, but I'm not sure his conditioning's right yet. I'm not saying it won't get to that point. But I think there's a lot of what I like about Okafor is there's a lot of rawness, I think. There's a lot of rawness when you take it on your man. And I like that. And I think he glides on the ball very, very nice. I think in 1v1 duels, I'm still not convinced yet.
Okay, he needs to win more of them, I agree. But he's engaging in twice the amount of ground duels from the winger position than the other wingers are. He engaged in 20.
I don't know if he's quick, Gabe. I'm not sure about that. I don't think he's quick.
Come on, mate.
I don't think he's out and out quick. I don't think he's lightning quick.
Saying nice things. I didn't say he's lightning quick, but he is quick.
Yeah, you have to be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Is Aaronson quick? Is Gnonto quick? No, Okafor's quicker and faster than both those guys.
How many times did he beat the right back yesterday? I don't think he did. We beat him. Did he beat him front up? With not cutting inside when he hit the byline? Did he beat the right back? I don't think he did.
Well, first of all, they weren't playing a high line, that right back. So yeah, when you're playing against a low block, you're not going to beat the right back. Okay. I don't know what you mean.
well, if you're in a duel, which he always does, he fronts up his man. He's very direct. We know that with Noah Okafor. How many times did he directly beat his man? He beat him. He took him on. He took it round him. He hit the byline. How many times did he do that?
Those are dribbles, not duels. Duels are contested.
Okay. Well, take the language out. How many times did he beat his right back? Take the language out. Duels and dribbles.
His right back? Yeah. Well, I don't know 100% if it was the right back or not, but I know that he had 6 successful dribbles, which is the most we've had of anybody in the match, and on 14 attempps. So whether he's doing that against double, whether he's doing that against a single right back, I don't know. I can't say.
By the way, I'm not having a go. I think the Okafor conversation is interesting. I like him. I do really like him. I think there's something there.
I think you feel like you're cheating on not Willie, but Ramazani. If you,
hey, I think Solomon as well. And I wasn't Solomon's biggest fan, but I'm talking about Solomon. I think when I'm looking at Okafor, I'm not sure there is a dramatic upgrade on Solomon or Ramazani, right?
Well, no one said dramatic, but it's an upgrade, I think. Yeah,
I disagree, but
you don't think that he's an upgrade on Manor Solomon? You'd rather have Manor Solomon in the team than Okafor right now.
Right now, I don't think there's an upgrade now. Right? Yeah.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Well, interesting.
Yeah.
Difference of opinion show, everybody.
Yeah, but I'm willing to be wrong. I'm willing to come back and say it. And now this is my agenda. So I've got to have an agenda for the season, haven't I? So I've got now.
Well, you've just put that out in the ether. No one said.
Well, I
I
disagree with the consensus. Yeah. So if I just pander to the audience and people, then I'll just say he's great and the sun shines out of his ass, and then maybe I won't have that agenda. But who knows?
Such extreme language.
Well, it's an extreme viewpoint, I find, because that's now me for the season with no Roquefort. I know it will be. So.
But you're putting that out into the space right now. You're giving people the clips.
By the way,
he's not being sarcastic. He's being serious, folks. He's telling you that he's.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's just as I say, it's just a difference of opinion.
By the way, did you check on Ramazani? I haven't looked at him. How is he doing?
I have no idea. I've absolutely no idea how he's doing. As I say, I focus on Leeds. If he's
false, he's got it in his right screen. Right
I've not mentioned Ramazani once, by the way. I keep mentioning Solomon. Solomon, who apparently I didn't like either. So right, probably a good way to start on maybe Stack and
somebody we can agree on is great. Anton Stack. First of all, let's talk about the assist. Perfectly weighted pass. Love that pass. Excellent stuff. Okafor finish. Good finish. Happy with it.
Yeah.
But what we really want to do is talk about the free kick, don't we?
Yeah. That was an absolute rocket, wasn't it? A rocket.
One might say that Stack's kicking is really good.
Yeah, he's passing. He's passed the ball into the net from 25 yards.
He's kicked the ball into the net.
Really, really hard pass into the top corner. Yeah, I feel two goalkeepers wouldn't have kept that out, to be honest with you. I feel two goalkeepers wouldn't have kept that out. Interesting how it was on Jose Sar's side. He lined up the wall. I was a bit like, have you got that wall lined up right? And then obviously Stack hits it on his side.
But he hits it too fast and he hits it in too hard. And it is in an area that's difficult to get to. Like, I mean, what's he supposed to do? Hug his side? Then he'll just go to the other side. You know, like, I suppose if you did have two saws in there, one could just cover the post and jump up and grab the ball, I guess. But like, I mean, it's a high XG strike.
That's a quality goal. Absolutely quality goal. I thought the midfield was pretty decent, to be honest with you. I thought the midfield was pretty decent yesterday. Maybe Longstaff had a little bit more of an off game, but he was excellent against Newcastle. Was excellent.
I think he just wasn't quite as good as he was against Newcastle. But I mean, for me, like, played really well. I mean, 92% pass accuracy, was constantly getting caught the better of duels. 1-7 out of 11. I thought he covered ground really well. I mean, obviously he sort of lost his marker. It wasn't really his mark, but he didn't track on their goal. So I think that tarnishes the performance a little bit. But honestly, I mean, he continues to deliver like consistent good performances in the midfield. He's not a difference maker in the sense that he's going to do something on the ball that makes you go, wow, or
no, he's all right.
Even that he's going to make that, you know, those like kind of high. Ampadu will make these, and Adams used to make it for us, where they like track back 40 yards and then make a slide tackle and win the ball, like knock the person out into the stands or something like that. He's not going to do that either, but he's going to make like the best choice most of the time. Yeah, and he doesn't really make big mistakes. He kind of just keeps his level at like a 7.5 to 8 every match, and that's really good.
That's big praise.
But he does though. I mean, maybe not to 8, but like he'll give you like a 7.5 out of 10 pretty much every match.
Who's the best midfielder for you yesterday?
Stuck.
I got Ampadu. I think Ampadu was brilliant yesterday. I thought he was excellent.
Yeah,
I did. I thought he was in that first 15 where I thought we're a little bit all over the place, to be honest with you. I thought he was the only one opening his body up. I thought he was the one getting the ball moving. I thought Stack got into it. And Stack obviously was highly influential and he's got the highlight reel. But I thought Ampadu was very good yesterday. Very good. I thought he just protected those two quite well, because I thought Longstaff was a little bit more progressive than what Ampadu was, obviously with him being the 6.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I thought Ampadu did a sublime job. Yeah, I thought he was very good. We probably, when we're talking about the midfield as well, it's probably sort of quite poignant as well to talk about the two centre backs who.
Wait, let me add to your Ampadu praise, because I totally agree. Yeah. You can see in the heat map of how he's playing, he's really condensed his movement, because in the past, in the dual pivot, he was being asked to do it to go everywhere, and he was doing an incredible job. The Premier League, that's not really realistic, right? So if you're the more holding, if you're the more six-like midfielder in a 4-3-3, you want to be able to boss those areas. That means like anything around the neutral third and in your own attacking area. He's dropping every time. He's dropping into great spaces. He's alleviating the pressure. As you mentioned, he's opening his body up and he's distributing the ball quickly to the best point of attack, the best point to open up the attack. He's relieving pressure, and he continues, of course, to be very combative and very physical. And that sounds just like like a happy clapper thing. But the reality is when he's on the pitch, midfielders are peeking over their shoulder when the ball comes into them because they know he's on their heels, and it gives Stock and who Stock is still learning how to be an 8 in this Leeds system, right?
Well, I don't think he's been
a little bit more freedom.
I don't think Stack's been good the last couple of games. So I think yesterday him coming into it a little bit more into the game, but I think was brilliant for him. But I think once again, I use that word quite a lot in terms of facilitator, allowing another player to be able to really play their game. And I thought Ampadu did that really well I just think is the number 6. It's just your body distribution, your planting your feet, and being able to use that upper part of your torso to just almost like move players out the way. I just feel like he does that so well. He's so strong in the tackle. So I think the midfield. I'll be honest. I think the midfield. I think the midfield this season has been really impressive. I think they've battled all of them across all of these games, of which, bearing in mind, aside from Wolves yesterday,
Arsenal, we did not have a competitive midfield.
Sorry,
Ampadu wasn't there.
Okay, I'm forgetting. In my head, I've just blanked out. It's like that Men in Black thing where
you're right. 4 or 5 matches, the midfield has been right there.
Yeah, against taking out Arsenal. I think when you look at obviously Newcastle, Everton, Fulham in particular, who are all, I think, are going to be top 10 teams this season, and of which are top 10 teams right now. Take Wolves out of that, obviously, but they've been really competitive, and we've not given these teams an inch. And bearing in mind that Newcastle game as well, where Tonali's on the pitch and Bruno Guimaraes as well, so it's I think it's been very impressive so far.
Yeah, no, I agree. You know who's shown me a little bit of growth here has been Pascal Struijk. We'll see when we're really under duress. But he used to do this thing, and he kind of did it during the Arsenal match. But again, it's tough to dig him out for that. Where he kind of gets this deer in headlights thing, or he'll like run really high to contest a ball that's like outside the 18, and he'll just expose runners coming, expose the flanks.
Which play is this? Sorry.
Pascal. He'll have done that in the past in the Premier League, and he obviously did that in the Arsenal match. But I have to say, I've been pretty pleased with my issue with him has always been focus, like mental focus, and over 90 minutes.
And injuries.
And his physical endurance. Like, so far, he's been very combative. He's been good on the ball, which we always expected from him. But I think he's cut down the mental lapses so far. Again, Arsenal be discounted. I have to say, I've been really impressed by it.
Was more mature, isn't he? Now he's 4 years on as well. Hoping he's ironed it out a bit.
Yeah. Joe Rodon as well has taken the step up gracefully, I think. And if they continue to play like this, I mean, I think I really highly rate Yakabiel, but like, there's no, we're not seeing center back errors. If we're seeing center back errors or poor center half play, I'd say, okay, maybe you rotate this guy in now. But
maybe that's so good that Beale's there then, right? Beale's there, and it's almost like you've got an international centre back here who has played at a very decent standard, who, if you make a mistake, he's coming in. And maybe Leeds haven't had that before. It's a lot of it in the last 2 years anyway, has been Ampadu shifting back to centre back, of which isn't really a threat to Rodon and Pascal. Now
in the Premier League before, it was also, I mean, think about it. It was Robin Koch back there, Liam Cooper. God, what's the guy's name?
Aaronson.
Yeah, thank you. Just brain jump.
He's very forgettable.
Well, I just had like a mental lapse like he would have in the middle of an uncontested possession row.
Do you remember how good he was when he first came in as well? I think he scored against Liverpool at home, and he's brilliant. He was so good, but then it all went wrong.
And then obviously then you had Max Verber as well, and can't stay healthy. Suddenly he's healthy when he needs to be.
Yeah, so it's interesting, isn't it, with him? Yeah, and set pieces overall, he's still a work in progress. I think the good thing.
I still don't want to see him on corners.
Nah,
I want to see him on free kicks.
I mean, surely there's good ball connectors in our team. We see it frequently anyway. Can we put a winger on there? Can we try?
I want Gudmundsson on it.
Who?
I want Gudmundsson on it.
Yeah. Or maybe even if Okafor can make himself, that's maybe how he gets higher in the assist tally as well. If we're actually dominant in the area and he can put balls into the box, which he's practicing in training, I'd like to see that. Stack, you can clearly tell, has got almost like Declan Rice about him in terms of just being able to connect with the ball really well. But I still don't think this season, from dead ball situations, I've seen a lot of quality from him when it comes to corners and free kicks. I mean, there was one last week where there was a one-man wall. He hit the one man in the wall. It was quite staggering. So
it's hard to say with the free kicks anymore, unless you were talking about like a goal-scoring direct free kick. I want stock on after yesterday.
Yeah. On a free kick, I understand that. Corners, I want us. I mean, someone said to me yesterday, they were like, Connor, he said that he doesn't like, he doesn't like being in the what did he say? He likes taking set pieces and he doesn't like being in the box. I was like, well, I don't care. He doesn't.
I don't care either.
He doesn't.
I didn't like being in the box. My manager used to scream at me to get in the box for free kicks
as well. Like he's won like 85% of his aerial duels because he's 6'4".
He's a colossus.
On top of that as well, he's filled in centre back in his career. It's one of those as well. Do you know what I look at as well, Gabe? When it comes to Anton Stack, I think to myself, even if he doesn't win a header, he's 6'4". Look at the distraction. The distraction in the area is so prominent, and he has to be in the box.
They'll double team him.
They will.
Like they have to, and it's going to free up Pascal, Rodon. It'll free up. I mean, I guess you want one of those back, but I don't get it, but.
Well, Loft says, back from the USA, first thing I see is centre-mid Stack reaction. Good to see you in here, Lofts, 20 months a member. Andrew Portwood says, I wonder if there's a collective need to shift from we have quality sitting on the bench, and that's a problem, to we have quality like Beal on the bench. We need that in the Premier League. Yeah, I think that's really good point,
if our centre halves were struggling, I'd be like, what the hell is Beal doing on the bench? But they're not. They're playing really well, and it's hard to argue.
Yeah, definitely. Keith Page says, I watched Bournemouth versus Newcastle today. I don't see anything special about Bournemouth to get worried about next weekend, Keith.
I mean, I like your cavalier attitude, Keith.
Keith, be very careful with that, mate. And
they're fourth in the league. They've won 3 before drawing today.
Keith, we'll move quickly on from that. It's like when Harry Wilson played against us, Gabe. Harry Wilson played against us, and then the comment section was flooded with Wilson shit. He was crap against us. I didn't want to see him anyway. I was like, guys, it's just one game. Come on, it's one game. He's a good player.
It is a match we could win because it's at home. Like I don't like our chances going away even though it's a small ground and a really just horrific town as well.
They sent us that was when I got the message from Rad Razani. Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
Rad Razani messaged me at half time. I started talking to him at half time. That was so when we got smacked by Bournemouth. I think they beat us. Was it 4-0? Absolutely killed us. And
I'm just imagining like Ramazani sitting on a Bournemouth beach with like plasters everywhere.
You said Ramazani or Ramazani?
Ramazani, yeah, excuse me. But also Ramazani texting you being a hello.
Yeah. I'm so sorry about all of this. God, what a time. What a time.
Hello from the other side by Connor to Ramazani. No, Rajrazani sat on and like thinking, do you know what I'll do? I'll message a content creator. It's so weird.
Real shame about Jayden Bogle, wasn't it? I mean, we heard afterwards.
Yeah, do we have a diagnosis?
I think he said afterwards it was swelling, but that didn't look good. That did not look good.
I'm sure you've had a boot directly on your foot before. It horrifically hurts, but if there's no fracture, he's going to heal really quickly. But if it's fractured, it's a tough injury.
Yeah, it does depend. I mean,
it hurts no matter what, though.
As well as anyone really. When I went and did my Achilles, it is just horrific. It's horrific. You land on it and you're like, I can't walk on this, and then it blows up overnight. That's a big thing with your Achilles. It just blows up overnight, and then
is it an Achilles injury? I thought it was a top of the foot injury.
I don't know what it is yet. He just said the Farke could have said it was swelled or someone after.
I thought he'd been stopped like stud stomped right on the top of the foot. That's what I thought happened. I could be wrong.
David McTaffer said, "Connie, you're very eloquent, but you've been schooled by English by an American on kicking and passing." I just let him have it, Dave. I'm just like, I can't bother with this. The whole show would turn into a language
into an exercise in rhetoric.
I've known this guy for too long. Just sometimes you just got to let him have it.
I don't know if you can see. I was like itching to keep it to myself. I'm like, I'm just gonna derail the conversation. And my eyebrows started twitching. I was like, I just have to say this.
Yeah, but it's important, isn't it? It's important to discuss when it comes to. Sorry, I'm just going to get an extendable arm here. Thank you. But yeah, it's really important talking about Jayden Bogle because Gabe and we will reference our good friend Jimmy Smith from the Blades Ramble, who was saying that there's nowhere near he's a Premier League player, and he was putting everybody in front of him. Gabe
sounds like an 0-6 opinion to me.
Yeah, dude,
0 wins and 6 losses opinion to me.
There is an argument. He's been a better addition than Tanaka in terms of the only reason I put him maybe above Tanaka in terms of that signing of the past couple of years is just availability at points. I think Bogle has just been absolutely. I mean, Tanaka was brought in for 3.4. He was brought in for 5 million. It's quite they're very, very close, aren't they?
We're hair splitting here.
But that's a big.
The point is though he's been that good, and it's like that he's in the conversation for best. And I agree.
Yeah,
he really has been good.
Yeah.
I was worried about him taking the step up, but I gotta say, I mean, I've been really impressed. That said, I feel confident in James Justin coming in. I do. Like, what are you smiling at?
I'm sorry.
All right. We'll have what's his name come in. Save Sam.
Oh, dude, no, let's not go.
Okay, all right.
Let's not go.
Stop making faces.
Stop.
I feel comfortable with James Justin coming in as our number 2 right back.
Yeah, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's remember who's on our team.
Reggie says, nice to see Ian Sterling on your YouTube channel. That is an unbelievable shout. Go on Google and type in Ian Sterling. That is such a good shout. I know you didn't like Steve Merchant, but this is a better shout.
Well, just because he's skinny and has glasses doesn't mean I look like him.
It's a great shout. Ian Sterling with an I.
The comedian.
Double I. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, James Justin.
Okay, I do see it. Actually.
I think Jayden Bogle. It's just going to be naturally. It's just going to be a step down. Obviously, he's cover, isn't he, Justin? So
yeah.
But it's just going to be a natural step down, which obviously we don't need in the Premier League. You need your elite players every single week, but it is what it is. We don't.
But he's experienced, and at some point in his career, he had a much higher ceiling than he seems to have now. Versus, Sam Byram's never had.
Oh, dude, no, let's not
rated that way.
Let's not do that.
We have to talk about people that are on the team sheet. You know,
no, we can. No, but are we actually talking about Sam Byram as an option coming in the Premier League to start?
He is somebody that is on the team sheet. So, like,
yeah, well, I know he's alive in the Leeds United space, but I'm saying
they decided to retain him. So clearly, Farke thinks he's an option.
Nah.
I don't know how you can say that Farke wouldn't consider him.
Nah. Yeah, but surely if they've spent nearly 10 million quid on a right back, they're not going to consider
James
Sam
Justin.
Byram.
Correct, that they're going to play him. That's what I'm saying. So, like, the alternative to James Justin is Sam Byram. So
maybe Ampadu can do a job at right back.
You would rather see Gruev come in.
Gruev at right back, yeah, why not? Just over Sam Byram. Brendan Moore says, a new subscriber here. But nice to meet you all. Reggie says, all love, guys. You are both quality. Thanks, Reggie. Last week, you were contrary about Harry Wilson, but he was awesome for Fulham this weekend.
Yeah, you contrarian. By the way, where are we going to be on Friday having drinks? I forget.
I think we're
going to be somewhere in Leeds.
I thought you picked the pub.
I did, but I now forget.
Was it the 3 legs? Was that what it was? Is that what it was?
Certainly not.
Was it not?
It was not the 3 legs.
Oh God! Well, we need to figure out where it is, because if people want to come meet us, like we need to say
it'll be somewhere in the BS1 area code. No, not BS1. That's Bristol. The LS1 area code. Because I'm going to Bristol after.
We'll figure it out. We'll put it on the. If you guys are in Leeds,
we got 7 days.
I know. If you guys, should we do it now? It's live on stream. I'm trying to think in my head. I want to make it central, but I don't want to make it too expensive for people. Call Lane would be the obvious one, or Greek Street, but it's just too central. You kind of want to meet in the pub. So what I'll do is I'll update.
Is there an area with a nice outdoor beer garden?
Let's see. Chat, let us know. Let us know. The Vine or Mucky Duck. Let's have a look. I don't think there's ever been. Mucky Duck's it's a freaking great.
By the way, it is Freshers Week when we get there, so that's going to be. We're going to have to find a place that's old, or else we're going to be clashing with Leeds Uni students.
There's Mucky Ducks everywhere, mate.
Oh wait, it's a chain.
Moot Hall.
I don't want to go to a chain.
Nah, nobody wants to go to a chain. Moot Hall.
Somebody's going to be saying, talk about the team in about 5 seconds.
Ooh, Moot Hall's. Oh, yeah, Moot Hall is a Leeds pub. I know where Moot Hall is. We could go to the Moot Hall for a... Yeah, we'll go... Yeah, okay, we'll go there. We can meet there for a beer or two. I think that's where Jack Aaronson put some money behind the bar. So we can try...
Moot Hall Leeds.
Yeah, we can try that one. We can try that.
Is that the Moot Hall Arms?
The Moot Hall. You sounded really Canadian then. The Moot Hall Arms.
Oh, the Moose Hall Arms.
The Moose Hall Arms.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, yeah, that's actually near where I'm staying anyway. So
and what time are we meeting these lovely people?
What are we doing? 6 p.m.
6 p.m. There you go, guys. We're going to be at the Moot Hall in Leeds at 6 p.m. So if you want to join us, meet us there. There's nearly 800 of you in the chat now. So there you go. I'll update. It's on Friday. It's on Friday. Moot Hall Arms. Is that what it's called? Moot Hall Arms on Friday 6 p.m. There you go.
The first 6 that get there get a free drink on me.
There you go. Money bags. Donny says as well, white cloth near Corn Exchange.
Not 60.
Near Corn Exchange is new and looks good. We'll probably head down there, Donny. Corn Exchange is nice. I do like it down there. But we'll keep that in mind. Belgrave as well. Belgrave's a great... You'd love Belgrave. Imagine Ian Sterling / Steve Merchant in the Belgrave. He would love that. That's a great shout, you know. It's a great
I'm not interested
shout.
in going to the capital of Serbia.
Shut up. Terrible banter. But Belgrave and Leeds is decent. We could do that.
Let's have a look at it.
Belgrave, Leeds.
Oh, the music hall and canteen.
It's class, mate. It's really good. It's a really good spot. There's a bit upstairs as well where you can just chill out on the balcony.
What's the name of that place that's like a ship that's been taken out of water and put on the grass out near Leeds Uni? I used to go there all the time.
Ask the chat. The chat know more than me.
Go on, chat. Tell me what it's called. I forget what it's called. It's like a boat that's been run aground.
Andrew H. Friday, mate. 6 p.m. until when? Until Gabe says we're going home, mate. That's when we're staying out until. We're gonna teach this
solid hour.
We're gonna teach this American how to drink, people, because Americans can't drink. They do shots and that's it. They can't actually drink. We all know that.
He thinks that goading me like this will be, I'll show you how I can drink. I'm not a big drinker, so I will have one really solid drink that I'll make last for hours.
There you go. Exactly. Just basically backing my point up there, everybody. So
do I seem like a typical American to you?
Oh, yes, you do.
I do. All right.
All right. Well, the gloves are off.
Yeah.
Al Tanaka. What on earth do we do with this Japanese metronome? Does he come straight back in for Bournemouth?
Depends on how fit he is.
Well, you'd expect him to be fine, wouldn't you? You'd expect him to be fine by that point.
If he's still feeling a little bit of discomfort, I like the way that Longstaff. It's not like I need Empadu to start in the 6. I think there are some matches where Longstaff is going to be better for us, and there are some matches that Tanaka is going to be better for us. I think that the way Bournemouth play and their physicality in the midfield, I would rather go with Longstaff.
Oh, I disagree.
They're a very physical midfield. Like that they bully other teams. They bully top 6 teams.
But I think we need to keep hold of the ball a lot more as well. I think we need to keep hold of the ball a lot more at home. I think that's our only avenue to winning is at least getting a
help test Bournemouth.
I think Longstaff probably gets pressed into oblivion by like Tyler Adams and Marcus Tavernier. I think he probably gets pressed.
I think Tanaka could be bullied by those guys as well. I think Longstaff might be more combative with them.
I think Tanaka could probably retain possession a lot more.
I don't know.
In duels over Longstaff. But yeah, Remy said as well, I think it's a good combo because that's the beauty of like
I think Longstaff wins more duels than Tanaka does, but I think Tanaka is
better on the ball. He's miles better.
If he has a little bit more time and space, but I don't think that this is a match for time and space.
It's an interesting one, this one.
I think you need your big horses in the midfield.
Yeah, it's a good convo to have actually. Yeah, probably develop on that in the week. It's a Tanaka or Longstaff for this one because it's a good. It's a good. It depends what matchup they've got in the midfield. Like you say, obviously Adams is going to be in there. Tavernier is going to be in there as well. They're probably going to have Cliver on one side. Don't know if they're going to have through that middle because they play like a 4-2-3-1, I think. So yeah,
and remember, this is as big and strong as Stock is. This is his first season in the Premier League, and you have to know that he's being scouted. If you run out with Tanaka and Stack as our only forward deployed midfielders, you know that Bournemouth team is going to give them plenty of welcome to the Premier League moments, where they're just bone crunching in. So that's my concern. I think, and Longstaff is like, he's been in those types of fights in the Premier League quite a bit. They're not going to intimidate him at all. And if we need, what I would like to have is after 65, 70 minutes, the ability to bring Ao Tanaka on and find a final pass for us to steal a result. That's what I would like.
Yeah, I don't want to be giving Bournemouth too much of the ball. I know they will dominate possession, but I don't want them to be recovering it too much. I think maybe Tanaka's a little bit more safe on the ball than Longstaff. But I understand what you're saying in terms of the combativeness.
I don't think Tanaka dispossesses their midfielders like Longstaff, Stock, and Ampadu can. Like we're gonna have to beat them back and win the ball off them once in a while.
Anyway, let's not worry about that now. We've just got to win. Let's not worry about that too much right now. This is what you tend to do in the Premier League. You just move on. It's like,
I think that midfield. I think Tanaka and Stock and Ampadu. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that midfield will be physically bullied around a little bit. And
I don't think they're all. I don't think they're massively physical in the midfield, Gabe. I don't think Bournemouth. I think they're just very fit. They're a very fit team.
I gotta be honest. I think they're pretty physical too.
Yeah. Okay. All right, mate. Well, I think it's probably that. This has been really good tonight. I've really enjoyed it, and thank you, chat, for being engaged. I hope you've enjoyed it. A bit of debate going on as well here between me and Gabe on the other side of things. If you do want to meet us on Friday, we are going to be in Leeds. So do come meet us Friday evening if you finished work.
The Moot Hall Arms.
Yeah, and then we'll probably make our way to the Corn Exchange or whatever as well. So just let us know what you guys are doing. I'll put probably a little bit more information on the YouTube community post and Instagram and Twitter and all this sort of stuff on Wednesday for just further developments if it does change. So make sure you're following our socials, make sure you subscribe to One Leeds and all that sort of stuff. And guys, as well, like the video. The algorithm is kicking us in the proverbials at the minute. So make sure you do that. Really appreciate that. And we will see you next Sunday for the Hardline. But see you Friday. We'll see you Friday. In fact, maybe we won't.
Will we? Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, we'll see. But I don't think we will actually. But more of the reason for you guys to come down and meet us on Friday.